These are the scenes after the game. Look at this. I mean, they're kicking in the doors. There's the flares going off. The fans are literally just wreaking havoc outside the stadium. The horses are trying to, the police on horseback are trying to crowd control. I mean, it's just, the whole thing is a mess. So the match ends up getting suspended. And I mean,
but it happens in South America and they call us savages, right?
Please.
Well,
It happens in Europe too.
Then this is just an issue. What was it? Was it Feyenoord versus West Ham, where the fans attacked the West Ham fans, and we had the one.
Yeah, did someone get hit in the?
Yeah,
that was with the lighter.
Your guy was
Yes.
out there.
Yeah. He was
protecting the West Ham fans.
So it's not just Ajax.
It was Groningen last season.
It's not just Ajax, but I mean, there's been.
It was West Ham Alkmaar.
Alkmaar, that's it. There's a call now. I forget who it was. A legend in the Dutch game has come out and said maybe we need to. Marco van Basten said, you know what? Maybe we need to at least pause football. This can't be happening.
Well,
there's stories of Sven Milstad who got sacked, but before that, bum rushed into the dressing room and demanded an immediate resignation from the manager. I mean, there is drama across the board in Ajax. There's something going on. The fans are upset. It's absolutely uncalled for to try to attack your own stadium, to get into the front offices, to try to break in.
Attack your own stadium.
This is absolutely an embarrassment for Dutch football.
Since I've worked in football, this is the lowest I can remember Ajax.
So, Charlie, do you remember the day that we made you king for a day, and you got to kind of create any rules, the ultimate reign of Charlie Davies? You're king for a day. What should be the repercussions for something like this? Is the club punished, the supporters that are throwing fans, everyone? What does that look like?
Oh, this is the supporters. You're not stepping foot inside that stadium.
That's what's going to happen.
You're not stepping foot inside the stadium. And for a club of their stature and professionalism and what they're about, I would ban that. It'd be a 3-month ban, and which also hurts the club financially. But
is that enough?
I think so.
And especially as an example,
enough.
for Dutch football, 3 months. 3 months is a severe ban.
What would have happened if they got into that front office? What would they have done?
Yeah, but they didn't.
But what would have, if they tried? They were physically trying to rip the glass down. 3 months to me is not nearly enough. And I know a lot of their faces were covered, so it's hard to really to figure out who they were. If this is a supporter group in general, that maybe they wear a certain color or something to the game, if we can figure out what supporters group it is, they're banned for life.
3 months.
They tried to
3 months is a significant ban.
You're talking about for just the supporters or all the stands completely? And closed door.
Yeah, closed door.
Fine, but if you're part of those supporters that would try to break into your front office, Lord knows what would have happened if they got in. When was the last time you saw the police had to call in horses? No, 3 months is not a significant, maybe for the closed door games, but if you're those supporters, you're banned for life. You try to attack your front office. That's
You're saying
horrific.
Individuals, that if you were caught on camera.
Sure, or what if we could figure out what group that was? If we could figure out, like, it's they have a name. You're banned for life.
The Dutch football definitely has a problem.
Where do you think it stems from, though, Nico? Where is that unrest coming from?
Look, I'm not gonna sit here and
Why
call myself
Ajax in general? Like, why are fans so upset at Ajax?
Yeah, I mean, it's like.
Look, I'm not going to sit here and call myself an expert on Dutch football, and it's definitely not only a football thing, but it must be a social thing if it's happening everywhere. And they feel that they can. But socially, culturally, within how the spectacle of football occurs, something is wrong, right? And if the powers that be who run the sport in the country aren't making an example out of this and sending a message to the rest of the country, there's an opportunity here, and they might miss it if they don't. So I'm interested to see, because this is the last straw.
You have to take strong measures. You have to have severe measures when something like this happens. Otherwise, it will just continue to happen. And to your point, they feel like they can get away with it. They feel like they can throw flares.
Let me tell you something. In Argentina, when this happens, because I try to relate it to South America, there's things socially that are very wrong, where people feel like they have the right to do this. this is a sports spectacle,
Yeah.
and there are feelings involved, and I understand their emotions, and a lot is at stake for these people that are club members that live and die for this club. But when you cross that line into violence, there's something twisted within people in society in Argentina. People have passed away, and there have been nasty measures taken where away fans haven't been allowed to go back to the stadiums, and through football, the people who are in charge of the sport in the country have taken massive measures to try to correct an issue.
And has it worked? And it's worked?
And it's sort of worked. There are moments that it kind of regresses and it goes back and they take actions, but it's an ongoing issue. And in the last year or so, there was a fan, I don't remember what team it was. It was a team that was doing really bad in the Eredivisie. A fan jumped into the stand and accosted the goalkeeper. He assaulted the goalkeeper. It's like, man, so there clearly is an issue. I don't know socially, culturally what it is. I'm not Dutch. I'm not living the day-to-day in the Netherlands, but there's a problem.
Yeah.
If England can handle the hooliganism that completely took control of the sport, if they can do that, then this can be solved. But it's going to take grave measures. And if this means that the entirety of Dutch football has no fans, whether it's a club game or a national team game, if that's where it has to get to so that fans can realize our actions are stopping this sport from progressing, our actions are causing issues, then that's what it has to
Accountability.
take. Accountability is the absolute word. This cannot continue. They should not have to call horses on you.